Hi folks, so today I'd like to give you a tutorial on how to create some important bookmarks that you'll be using quite a bit throughout this school year. And the goal is to try to make sure that you can find things very quickly and easily without having to retype the address and do a search every time that you want to go to some website for class. So the first thing that we're going to do is bookmark our email or our Gmail. And I want to point out the waffle over here on the right side. Those 9 little dots are going to become very important to you because that's where you can get to places pretty quickly. So if you click on that, you can see if you're logged in, your picture or your name will appear there. And this is also where you can go to Gmail, you can check your calendar, and you can go to Google Drive. We are going to access all of our documents in any Google Docs or Google Slides or anything like that through Drive. We're never going to go directly to the to that site. We're going to go through Drive so it stays organized, but that will be for a different video. So let's just say that this is my Google Classroom location, and I want to do a bookmark. This is where bookmarks show up, right under here, underneath the address for whatever the website is. And it's very easy to get bookmarks kind of hobbled and jobbled. And so I'm going to two-finger click, and I'm going to add a folder. And that's going to add a folder right along my bookmark bar. And I'm going to call this one, let's say math. Okay, so then any of the websites that we typically use for a math class, I'm going to put in that folder. Then I'll just have to click it and add it in. So now I'm going to continue to add folders for my classes. Again, two-finger click, add a folder. And it is possible that some of these things will be bookmarked more than once. For example, this class, I'm going to have lots of classes in Google Classroom, but I could bookmark each one specifically to where it goes and save time clicking through or searching. And so I am going to want a folder for each of my key classes in the pod. And then I'm going to decide, and just because I'm wondering how often I'm going to use it, I'm just going to make an exploratory folder where I can put all of the things for exploratory classes. If you have a lot of bookmarks from 5th grade that are up on the link, you could make a folder that say past bookmarks. However, unless a teacher has assigned it, you will not be allowed to bookmark any games. Okay? All right, so we've got our folders made now, and let's just say that this is my class and it's for science. So here's my bar, and the star right here, when I click the star, it's going to add it to a bookmark. And if I don't name it, I'm going to name it that. And then instead of just putting it on the bookmarks bar, I'm going to take a second to make sure that it goes into the right folder. And so then when I click on science, I will have the Google Classroom for science in there. Okay, so when we add a website, so let's say this is a different class. I'm going to name it, and I'm going to change the folder to, where's my math one? Okay, we'll do There we go. Okay, so now math has a Google Classroom, science has a Google Classroom. Another thing that we definitely want to bookmark is our Gmail. But in this case, I'm not going to put it in a folder. I'm going to just say bookmarks bar because I want it to show up all by itself. Now, because I know what that symbol means, I don't want to take up space with the name of my inbox. So I'm going to 2-finger click and I'm going to edit it. And then I'm just going to delete the name. I'm not going to have any name at all in there. And then I can see that, oh yeah, I know that that's my mail right there. Okay, so in order to organize, as teachers send you to different websites, for example, we use a website called Edpuzzle quite frequently. We use obviously Google Classroom. We have lots of different sites that we're going to send you to frequently, quizzes, Quizlet, all of those types of places. And when we go to them the very first time after we log in, we are going to bookmark it. So then once it's bookmarked, we probably won't even have to log in again. We'll just be able to click it and go to it. So Edpuzzle is a site that social studies uses a lot, and science sometimes uses it as well. And so if I'm going to bookmark this one, I'm going to put it in my social studies folder. And then that will show up. And every time I need to go to social studies Edpuzzle, I'll be logged in through social studies. If I'm going to also use it in science, I might bookmark it separately and put it in there as well. So that's just one quick way, folks, to get yourselves organized and being able to find all of the different sites that we're going to be using throughout the year.